Love the great buttermilk biscuits.
Not enough rice, honey.
Attacking me.
You seek God. What happened to this girl?
Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for your girl.
Hello, it's your girl Lovely the Great, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a beautiful little casserole using tater tots, y'all. Yes, tater tots. I call it my famous tater tot casserole. It's easy, it's simple. You can make a large quantity of it or a small quantity. In this case, there's only going to be me and my husband will be eating it, so I'm not going to make a big batch of it, but it's a very, very good casserole. So you're going to need a bag of frozen tater tots, no matter what brand they are, and if they're seasoned or not, doesn't matter. In this recipe, like I said, I'm not making a large quantity, so I'm going to use 1 pound of ground beef. I'm going to use 1 can of cream of mushroom. I'm going to use some sour cream. I'm going to use some corn, green beans. I'm going to use some cheddar cheese, the one that has 3 different types of cheddar cheese in there. Some seasonings. So I'm going to go ahead and some milk. I'm going to go ahead and start by browning my ground beef and draining all of the oil from the beef. To my beef, I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of Tony Saccharin seasoning, Creole seasoning, a little bit of minced garlic, a little bit of onion powder, not too much, just enough that I like for the taste. Okay, so I'm just browning my ground beef, y'all. I'm going to actually put a little bit of few pieces of onion in there. I'm going to cut up real quick because I like onion in mine. You don't have to put onion in there. Okay, so I like to cut my onions kind of big, y'all, because I like them to be big. Yours can be small, dice however you want to. As soon as it gets done browning, I'm going to go ahead and drain all of the excess oil off of there. Okay, so I have drained my oil, and I'm making sure that my meat is very small. I don't want big chunks. I'm going to go through here and kind of cut it up a little bit. Make sure that they're not really big. And I have this in my casserole dish now with my onions. So I have my ground meat and my onion in here. I'm just kind of chopping it up, making sure that they're not too big pieces. I'm going to add a 1/2 can of fresh cut green beans. I've already drained all of the juice out of the can, so I'm going to do a 1/2 can of fresh cut green beans and a 1/2 can of sweet kernel corn. I drained the juice out of both. The golden corn, not the sweet creamy kind. I'm sorry, I want to make sure I said that right. Okay, so we're going to add 1 can of cream of mushroom. We're going to add about 3 tablespoons of sour cream. Now this is to taste, so you know, if you don't want a lot of sour cream or if you don't want any at all, that's fine. When you're adding your sour cream and your cream mushroom and everything, you're going to add a little bit of milk here and there to thin it out, but not to make it too sloppy, okay? So I got some milk in a cup that I'm going to be adding in there as well. Okay, so you're going to want to add a little bit of salt and pepper. A little bit of parsley flakes. You may want to put a little bit more milk in there and just kind of mix it in real good. Okay, so now you just want to flatten everything in your dish. And we're going to take some of our cheese and we're going to put it on top all over. At this point, if you want to taste it, go ahead and taste it and make sure that it is seasoned the way you would like it to taste. I like cheese, so I'm going to actually add a layer of American cheese that's sliced, American sliced cheese on here too. So I'm going to add my American cheese, and then I'm going to add some of this triple cheddar cheese across the top. Okay, so this is the American cheese. Now I'm going to do a layer of the triple cheddar cheese, which is white cheddar, sharp cheddar, and mild cheddar. Okay, so now's the fun part. Now we get to add our tater tots. Now some people just kind of open the bag and pour them in there. I'm going to actually try to arrange them kind of neatly because I want my casserole to look nice. You don't have to arrange them this way. I'm just going to kind of layer them down, whatever, flat over the top of this cheese. Okay, so I have my tater tots on there. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, pepper, and parsley flakes on top of the tater tots. And then I'm going to top with some more cheese. Okay, y'all, and it is ready to go in the oven. I have my oven preheated to 375. I'm going to put it in the oven for about 40 minutes, y'all. Now, the cheese is really based on how much cheese you want. If you don't want a lot of cheese, you don't have to put a lot of cheese. I like a lot of cheese, that's why I got a lot of cheese. But I'll be back in about 40 minutes. All right, y'all, so the oven just beeped. Let me see what we got going on. Ooh la la, look at that, y'all. Look at that. All right, y'all, and this is what it looks like coming out of the oven, y'all. I'm gonna let it sit and cool for a little while before I serve any of it. It looks nice and yummy and bubbly, nice and cheesy, y'all. Get a good look at that tater tot casserole, y'all. Tater tot casserole. It's your girl, Lovely the Great. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.